Hello world, Bob here. You found me today crossing somewhere with the wonderful name of Anglezark Reservoir. I'm near, where am I near? I'll find out later and tell you. I'm not going to talk much at the moment. I'm going to wait till I'm further up the hills back there, and then I'll talk to you, but for now I'm just going to walk. Hello, horsey. You're a fine-looking thing. Yeah, you are. I've got nothing for you. We found some strawberry plants. No brambles, eh? You picking in between them. Good stuff. Hello, moo cow. Oh, scratch that itch. Oh, right there. Oh, nice bit of hawthorn bush. Oh, what would you do if that bush wasn't there? Doesn't bear thinking about, does it? I just stopped to look behind me, and it's beautiful behind me. Look at that. I think I might have to come back and do this walk the other way around someday, because that's fantastic. Glorious. It's beginning of September, believe it or not. I don't know where the year's gone. Fabulous. Well, that was an exciting little descent. There are actually some quite nice wooden steps there, but they disappear under that smooth way up. Such fun. Oh, well, there we go. I do like these little grotto bits of walks. This bridge is a bit more solid than some of them I've walked across this year. Not bad at all. Oh, just a minute, my Fitbit wants to stop me walking. What's wrong with you? No, I don't want to end the walk. I'm going to do pause for about 2 seconds. Lock, right. There you go. In case you're interested, I'm 5.13 kilometres in, 6,400 and whatnot steps. Hour and 20. Hey ho, onwards. Well, I would say, looking at the growth of the reeds here, it's been a while since this reservoir's been full. Very pretty though. Some geese down there. And I saw an ibis earlier on. Nice. I'm going to have to go uphill now. Wish me luck. I haven't finished going up yet, but there's an advantage to going up, which is the view which is unfolding over there behind me. You see all the way to everywhere from here. This is called Moor Road, which is not surprising. I've got half a kilometre or so to go till this first stop of the walk, and then I'm going to let myself have a snack, because it's snack time when I get to the top. Somebody's having fun. Can't catch me! Way. Run, 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 run. I wish I had that much energy. Look at the view. Okay, stop procrastinating, boy. Onwards and upwards. My, this is the big chap in the corner of the field here. I have to say, I am very glad that he is on the other side of that fence. He is a big boy in every sense of the word. Aren't you? Hello. You hiding behind him? He's shy, he's not going to look. You going to give us a look? Hello. You are a big boy. Yes. You're all waiting for something to happen, aren't you? Is it lunchtime? Yeah, okay, me too. See you later. Well, here we are. This is the first stop. We're now at 240 metres above sea level, which in West Lancashire terms is about ready for oxygen, I think. Good view. It's now 12 minutes past 12, time for a snack. So I've got something sort of salty. Terrible cramp if you don't have something salty. But you're enjoying the me eating at you experience. I'll put you out of your miseries now. Today we are wearing the Deutsche boots. Whew, I think it'd be more comfortable going up these roads. A lot of roads. It'd be better off in my trainers, but there were some hellishly muddy bits earlier on, so I shall stick to my boots. Well, Sheep House Lane. Sheep House Lane, nice place name. This is it. This is the top. Hopefully it's mostly downhill from here. Just try not to get run down by the traffic. Yeah. Well, now I'm going to cross the road. So, for those of you who don't know about road walking etiquette, you should, in the United Kingdom, walk on the right-hand side of the road most of the time. The thinking being that the traffic which is most dangerous to you as a pedestrian is the one that you can't see, i.e. the one behind you. However, on roads like this, you get tight corners where you can't see round them, and on those tight corners, you are better off walking on the outside. That was why I just swapped sides there, back on the proper side now. So there you go, end of lecture. These walks aren't just supposed to be about me showing you the countryside. They are supposed to be also about me talking about mental health. And I know there's a few people out there, watch them. There are a whole 14 subscribers now. Yeah, that's double digits, ladies and gentlemen. But it's mostly for me. And I was wondering today if I could describe my experience of depression as it happened in my early 30s. At the time, I was happily married. I might have to cross the road again. And we had the first of our children. I had never enjoyed, there's a footpath over there, I want to walk on that. I'd never particularly enjoyed my job. And I think the responsibility of having to earn the keep of not just an adult wife but this tiny little baby was the thing that pushed me over the edge into proper clinical depression the first time. Now, first thing I should say, of course, is that I'm sure this experience is different for everybody. Everybody's brain has developed slightly differently. You know, we've got this plasticity business, and that means that my experience of depression isn't anybody else's experience of depression, but if my trying to describe it and talk about it helps anybody, then well and good. And so I can't remember how it started, but I mean, it's the most obvious things: terrible fatigue, exhaustion all the time, and sometimes that's physical, but sometimes it's mental. It's difficult to describe. It's like you just don't have the mental energy to enthuse or be interested. It's too much work, and it and it gets frustrating. I think one of the strangest things to me about my depression was that somewhere in here I was fully conscious of what was going on. I was fully conscious of the depression and of the effect that it was having on me. There was always a non-depressed part of my brain which was almost looking from the outside and saying, you know, that the sort of apocryphal thing people used to get, or they used to expect, if they went and spoke to somebody about mental illness, and they expected to be told to pull themselves together, to be told it was all in their heads and stop being silly. Well, imagine the person doing that telling is you in your own head. So there's a voice in there going, what the fuck are you doing, Robert? Pull yourself together. This is ridiculous. There's nothing wrong with you. And so that inability to do something, that knowledge that this shouldn't be a problem, and yet, however much that bit of your head is screaming to do something, there's a block. There's a physical block in there between the knowledge that you should act in a certain way, that you should get up and do that job or whatever it is, and the actual doing of it. Your body's just no. And in me, that resulted in huge rage inside. Now, I'm a very pacifistic person. I'm not aggressive, you know, and that anger never came out, but it was in there. And I remember days, and this was back when I was a proper office worker. I remember days when it was at its worst, when I would hide in the meeting room upstairs. And the meeting room had, U-shaped desk in the middle, but it had some desks around the outside tables. I would lie flat on my back on one of those tables and I would just scream inwardly. And I had this feeling that if anybody was to come and interrupt me now, I would probably punch them or throw something through a window. Or I was so full of rage about, I don't know what about, but I know that affected every part of my life, and I would bottle it up rather than express it. Somebody's coming up the path, so I'm going to stop for a minute. So there's this terrible conflict going on inside, and you become less and less able to do anything. And I withdrew from the things that I did like doing. And there were days when I just wanted to, and I did, crawl into a corner, curl up in a ball, and that was all I could manage to do. And yeah, I'm glad I'm not in that place today. I'm going to check the map. Good thing I checked. Nearly got in the wrong way. So yeah, I don't know whether to talk about other things. Let's just say I never tried to end myself, and I'm not sure I ever seriously thought about it. But I will say that there were days when it felt like I didn't want to be here, and during those times, I think if we hadn't had a young child at the time, I'm not sure I would have been able to keep going. He was, and they both are, joyful. Anyway, I'm sorry if that's upset anybody or triggered anybody. I apologise. I hope by talking about this that it might make somebody else brave enough to talk about it, enough to get some help. And if there's one message I can give to you, is that you are not alone. I can't know how anybody else is suffering in their head, but I can know that it's possible. I can know the depth, and other people can know the depth of suffering that's possible inside, and nothing on the outside. And I think I'll draw a line under that topic now, and we'll have a little bit more look at this beautiful, beautiful bit of the English countryside through which I am wandering. Love and hugs to all of you. I'm actually going to sign this video off now. Not for any other reason than the fact that the battery on my phone is getting critically low, and I need to keep enough of it to find my way back to the car again. Might be time, if I keep doing longer videos, for a separation of church and state, separation of camera and telephone. Anyway, like and subscribe if you have a mind to. Ask for help if you need to. Drop me a note. I can't help, but I like to chat. And bob out.
Hello again, world. It's Bob here again. Yeah, I've just been editing the video and watching it back, and I just wanted to say, in case anybody thought I was very emotional making a lot of that, because it brings back feelings. But I just wanted to say that I'm in a good place at the moment. so please don't worry about me. What I was doing there was recalling feelings from 10, 20 years ago. They don't go away entirely, but that's not me today. So please don't fret. Thank you very much. Love you all. Bob out.